Merry Christmas, everyone! What's happening? I'm Steve Claus, and welcome back to Junkdrummer TV, where I give my initial reactions, my hot takes, and my analysis on the drummers of today and yesterday, and maybe tomorrow if I stick around that long. Before we get into today's video, I would like to remind everyone that for the whole month of December 2019, I will be giving 100% of the donations made to my PayPal account, link in the description, to the Save the Music Foundation. If you don't know what the Save the Music Foundation is, it's a charity that gives musical instruments and music education materials to underprivileged school systems. And seeing that Steve Claus grew up in one of those underfunded school systems, this is a foundation and a charity that is very close to my heart. So if you are in the giving spirit this season, please help them out if you can. I obviously love Christmas, and I love Christmas songs. I think Christmas songs is the epitome of what music can do. Christmas music reminds you of meaningful events that's happened in the past, and it also can frame wonderful moments that happen to you right now. And in my opinion, that is when music is acting in its highest form, which is one of the reasons that I love Christmas. And I love Christmas music. So in trying to find a Christmas song to do for this episode, I typed in Christmas drums, and I found a lot of cool videos, but this is the one that stood out to me. We're going to be watching a YouTube cover drummer. Her name is Kristina Schiano, and she's going to be playing the Carol of the Bells, which is one of my favorite songs. Before we continue, I know in lots of my comments I get a lot of suggestions for me to check out YouTube cover drummer. Well, there's a reason why I don't, and this has nothing to do with the ability of those drummers. Drummers like Luke Holland, Matt McGuire, Cooper Drums, those cats are great. But part of what we do around here is not only analyze what they're doing, but we analyze why they're doing it. And if I were to react and analyze one of those songs, I would just do that with the original drummer. So all of you commenters who've asked, that is the reason why I haven't done any of those big time YouTube cover drummers. But today's YouTube cover drummer, she took a song that didn't have drums or had very little drums in it and actually wrote her own part. So when we analyze and react to it today, we'll be talking about the choices that she herself made. Before we get into it, I'd like to remind everyone to like, comment, and share. Give me a double tap on the subscription and the notification bell. And remember that PayPal link in the description. All of that money, month of December 2019, goes to the charity Save the Music Foundation. So ho 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 bitches, let's check out Kristina Schiano play the Carol of the Bells. So she's sort of playing like a 3/4 polyrhythm, sorta. Okay, so she is a great example, like right off the bat, of this new wave of young drummers. I don't know how old she is. She doesn't look very old. Who are just straight mercenary assassins. They grew up with the internet, with all of the resources, and they have all of the ability and all of the chops. Like right off the bat there, she's using some pretty advanced linear things, and I like the way that she was accenting those hits with the band. You know, she's kind of basically playing along with a classical song, and she was using the hi-hat openings and you know, the snare drum hits to accent those dump, or whatever that was. That's really cool. Yeah, man. This lady can play her ass off. Yeah, this is excellent writing to a song that doesn't have drums. Okay, that right there, that is some advanced arithmetic. What she did right there, this song is in 12/8. And what she did right there is she did what I think is called an implied metric modulation. The song's in 12/8, so the basis of it, you think of it as 6/8. The base of it is, 1 lale, 2 lale, 3 lale, 4 lale. And right there, what she did was she played off of she made the beat, built the beat around the quarter note triplet. 1 lale, 2 lale, 3 lale, 4 lale, or whatever. I don't know where she was putting the snare drum. So what that does, I'm gonna try really hard to explain this. This is easier to explain. When I explain this to my students, I usually write this stuff out. But she's playing. She set up that groove around the quarter note triplet, playing every other note of the triplet. 1 lale, 2 lale, 3 lale, and actually she even made it trickier because she started on the la instead of on the 1. So what that does is in her, I'm going to bring this back so we can watch that again. In her crash cymbal part, she was subdividing in 2 beats. 1 lale, 2 lale, 3 lale, 4 lale, 1. That feels like you're playing in 4/4 over 12/8. That's really advanced. I don't know how old she is, but that's really impressive that she knows to do that. I'm going to bring that back right here, I think. 2 lale, 3 lale, 4 lale, 1 lale, 2 lale. And you come back to the 12/8. When you do something like that, it causes this really nice tension. Yeah, man. This kind of sounds like if Danny Carey played Carol of the Bells. Good chops, man. Real nice and smooth. She's got great technique. I would guess she's either studied or she's just naturally gifted. Yeah, even that last drum fill is a very Danny Carey kind of thing. Wow, okay. So it's like a faux Latin thing? Man, that's great drumming. She's playing this as kind of like a, kind of proggy rock metal style of drums. Again, this song, this is David Foster's version of this. What drums are in it is probably more like sparse orchestral drumming, and she's made it into like this kind of metal-y sounding song. That really brings up a big point of what she's doing here. This proves how much power the drummer has. We can make any song sound completely different. We own that power. You can take a guitar riff, and by playing it, you can play it in double time, you can play it in 2 and 4, you can play it in half time, you can play it in double half time. Double half time is what I call when the snare drum's on the 4. You can break it up and play it linearly, like a linear groove. The drummer has all the power. This always makes guitar players mad because guitar players always think they're the most important. But the drummer can make a song sound completely different to whatever their whims call for. And this is a great example of that. If you listen to this, I actually didn't listen to this video. I listened just a little bit of it, but I listened to the original of it, and it doesn't have this feel at all. She's making it feel like Tool at Christmas time a little bit. This is proof of how much power the drummer has in a band. This is a beautiful example of that. Because right here, she's making this song sound like sort of a faux Latin thing. Yeah, that whole section. Little Herta run. Classic snare drum or hand-foot combination. Now, bringing it back to, more rock feel. Yeah, man, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, dude, you woo yourself. I hear you. That's just that, man. That's fantastic drumming. I think the big thing we'll take from that video is just the power of the drummer. We own that shit. We can make a song feel completely different. like I said, guitar players don't like that we have that kind of power. And that's a lot of times why guitar players try to control us and tell us exactly what to play, and then we if you're professional, you'll deal with it for as long as you can. But yeah, she just made this like classical, traditional Christmas song feel. It wasn't proggy in the sense that there was like a lot of time signatures and stuff, but like her linear type grooves and, taking that, especially that little, like, I guess, bridge section and making it sound, sort of a Latin feel. Those are all great decisions. Those are great choices. And that's what what musicians do is we make choices. Again, that's the reason why I haven't done any of those fantastic YouTube cover drummers who are all way better drummers than I am. But if I'm going to watch, Cooper Drums do a Tool song, I'll just watch Danny Carey do it so we can discuss his choices. So again, I love Christmas. I love Christmas songs. Christmas music is an example of what music can do. There is a Christmas song that makes you think about being at home with your parents in front of the Christmas tree. At art's highest level, that is what we're trying to do. We're trying to evoke emotion. We're trying to invoke memories and remembrances of times gone by, and making new memories that attach to those songs. And that's one of the things that I love about Christmas music. So this has been a wonderful year for me. I have done about 2,000 drum lessons. I've played a whole bunch of gigs. I started this YouTube channel in May. This is my 42nd video, which is a fantastic number to end the year with, because after next Monday, I am going to be off YouTube for a couple of weeks. I'm going to be off work for a couple of weeks. I'm going to see what kind of gamer my liver actually is, and I'll be back after the 1st of January. When I come back, I will also be starting my Patreon, and hopefully some of y'all will check that out. So again, everyone who has liked, commented, and shared, and subscribed to me, thank you all very much. I'm loving this YouTube stuff. It's a new challenge that came along just when I needed it. So to everyone out there, please have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Kwanzaa, and more importantly, a Happy Festivus. And I hope your feats of strength go your way. And everyone, please have a safe, wonderful New Year's Eve. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you all back in January. And remember, keep practicing until it's easy.